guest is played one of the most ruthless villains, I would say, one of the most interesting characters from season 4. Please help me in welcoming Jeff Coburn. How you doing?
I'm alright.
Have you been doing these conventions at all, or
This is my second convention ever.
what's it like for you walking around these halls?
It's strange, the halls are filled with zombies. You know?
When you did the show, and I think the actors kind of get jaded with the zombies after a while, but at first, did you have some kind of actual reaction to them, or?
No. Except the world of this story, it's like zombies are just a matter of course, you know, something you have to deal with.
So would you say, that sounds like almost something that's coming from the perspective of your character?
Yeah.
So do you think you had that reaction because you were in the character?
Well, and also because I've been doing this for 30 years and I know they're not zombies, so.
Okay. I found the character really fascinating. He come out almost bodily, but also ruthless. And I thought if I was one of his men, I might wonder if he really cares about me or if he's just using me. Do you think he did care about those guys, or was he just using them?
No, he cared about those guys in that they would help him stay alive. In that world, you need people to stay alive. And I think everyone in that group knew that it was just, you care for each other only to the extent that you help each other stay alive. Except that the world of this story, this apocalyptic universe in which everything is over. Everyone's a zombie. As soon as they die, you're a zombie. You ask yourself, well, how do you survive? And Joe has some very specific ways of how you survive.
Yeah, I kind of thought of it because this is a band of ruthless men who just take what they want. And to me, it seemed like, this is kind of silly, but how it is when the villains in the comics all get together, the Joker and Lex Luthor, how do they keep it together, without just killing each other?
That is silly. You're right.
So they had this set of...
But it was very much a pack mentality, There was the alpha dog, and then there was the other alpha who tried to, fool the alpha dog and get Daryl beat up, and then we compared him, we caught him, and it's pack mentality.
Do you think
we need seeds of the dog whisperer? That's what we needed. Show everybody out.
We'll handle it.
Yeah, pretty much.
By the way, if anybody in the audience has any questions, by all means, get up to the mic and ask it. Be happy to answer. I do have one quick question. Now, I've heard your group of merry band of pranksters called many different names, whether it's the Clan Gang or Wild Dogs or all sorts of names I've heard given for you guys. What did you refer to you and your gang as?
Well, we thought of ourselves as a gospel group.
Gospel group.
And we're called Joe and the Proclaimers.
Nice.
Did you guys go around cleaning things when you weren't filming?
I didn't personally, no.
Like this coffee?
No, that didn't happen.
Let's take a question here from the audience.
I took a photo op with him and I wrote clean, but I took a photo with him.
That's right, I remember you.
Well, you know the rules.
In Atlanta, Andrew was talking about how Rick found new ways to take care of people, new tricks. So I put two and two together since they were filming really late, that scene was filmed right before Walter's Overcon in Atlanta. So I was thinking that's what he meant when he was talking about that. Now, with it being that late, how many times did it take for you to do that scene? Like, how long did that process take since you guys were filming at like 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning?
Well, that scene took about 14 hours to shoot. I mean, it had a lot of moving parts, and you had to go we did like 35 or 36 different camera setups for that one scene, which is an extraordinary number of setups for a scene in television. Michelle McLaren directed it, and she was more prepared than any director I've ever worked with. She was extraordinary, and just a shout out to Andrew. He was, I've been doing this a long time, and I learned something about acting from him, and that's saying a lot. That dude is so committed. I mean, he put raw chicken and fake blood in his mouth about 17 times. I think after about the third one, he was sorry he started down that road, but he continued to do it, and he's so committed. He's an amazing guy, and it's a lot of fun to work with him. Great question.
When you say you learned something, was it specifically that, just being inspired by his commitment?
His commitment, I think it was the last episode of the season, and he really, the episodes that he's in, he really carries so much of the weight. He's really, the face of the show, and he was just completely committed, 110%. And when the star is that committed, if anyone else shows up half-assed, it's like it's not, no one will show up half-assed. So he really pulls everybody through in that way.
Like you say, you've been with us a long time. Do you come to each character kind of the same process?
Well, it's different for every character because it's the way that I approach acting. There are different ways of approaching acting. I'm not smart enough to do it the other way. The way I do it is I bring myself and I say, if I were in this world and if I had to say these things and do these things, what would have to happen to me to get there? And so it's just me, with a different set of values.
Can you empathize with Joe?
Apparently.
Totally. Because you were awesome. It was great.
Thank you. But it's like it's the old saw that villains don't think of themselves as villains. They're just people with a different set of values, and especially with this guy what was great about that role was they had to have a character that we could buy that Daryl would join with him for a certain amount of time, and that we wouldn't look at him as an idiot for doing that. So you have to send the audience and everyone else in a certain direction. So there has to be some set of values there that everyone can get behind. Then when those values start to interfere with the life of the lead of the series, then he turns into a villain.
Hi.
Hi. That scene was based on such an iconic scene in the comic book. I wonder if you had read the comic book, if you knew of the impact of that scene before going into filming, and how that helped you prepare.
Well, I didn't. I never saw the scene in the comics, but I could tell that just the fact that Rick was, he had been such a pacifist for the whole season, really trying to be a gardener and trying to step out and step out of the violence game, and then for him to embrace savagery in that way, it was clear that it was a turning point for the season. And I think for the rest of the show, and I think for the comic books, once he makes that turn, it's like he's a different guy. In the last line of that episode was they had no idea who they're messing with. Rick had taken a turn, and so it was clear that was the turn that he took. So it was exciting to be a part of that.
I think I was just most fascinated with that final episode where you switched from being the very calm, collected, almost Buddha-like leader of the group into reaching that boiling point of just pure rage, and it was just a terrifying scene. And I'm wondering how difficult that is, or as a consummate actor over 30 years, like you say, what that takes out of you to bring that out in a scene like that. It just must be.
Well, at this point, it used to be that's just who I was, and I was pretending all the rest of the time. Now I'm kind of the other direction, so I have to remember that. That's not that hard to remember, and it again, it just depends on what's being threatened. You know, any of us, if our lives are being threatened, if our family is being threatened, you know, that's what lives in us. And, you know, actors, that's our job, is to, you know, be fluid with all the aspects of being a human being and not to pretend any of it. Just, you know, go to that place and have the juice to do that with that particular flavor.
I would think that as an actor, if you get practice in being able to step into other people's shoes, that when you're living your life, that you can be a more empathetic person. Is that true?
Yeah, absolutely.
I would think that, but it doesn't always work out that way, does it? So maybe they just don't do it in the regular lives, and when they do it in the work for some reason. Yeah.
Come on, no one gets into acting because they're well balanced. That doesn't happen. People get there because they need a lot of approval, or because they're screwed up, and their screwed upness works in that arena. You know, But yeah, of course you learn a lot about human nature if you start to have compassion for being human, and then you can bring that to your life as well. But that's a choice. You know, it's a choice to be compassionate. It's a choice for all of us to be compassionate. Do you get better chops at it as an actor? Sure, because ideally and eventually you have to find compassion for yourself. Because if you know that you can be a serial killer, or you can be a rapist, or you can be a murderer, and then you know that you can go home and kiss your kid goodnight, you got to find some balance for that. And so you have to have compassion for the human spirit if you do that.
Hey, that scene to me was probably one of the best scenes in the entire show, and the acting by Angel Lincoln and you was amazing. It was kind of like that what the fuck moment that I had never had throughout the entire show. So I just wanted to know what your opinion and your thoughts were on the way you were taken out.
If you gotta go out, you know, they've been telling me, several people have said that the gruesomeness of your death is a mark of how well they liked you on the show. So they must have liked me. That was nasty.
Have you been surprised by the fan reactions to your character, or just even to the fervor of love that people have for The Walking Dead?
It's surprising the fervor that people have for The Walking Dead. It's really gratifying, and and I think it just speaks a lot to the people who are doing the show, that it's obvious. It's not just like a place you go to get scared. It's a place you go to look and you learn about human values, and you walk through a story with people you really care about, and that's really, they're doing a great job, I think. I just feel blessed to have been a part of it for a moment. Yeah.
Next question.
Sorry, I want to ask one thing real quick. I'll be right back. While we're on the scene, I was curious if it's a little practical question, but you got bitten in the throat, right? And I would think that you would reach up and grab your throat. Did you consider that at all?
Well, I don't know, let me see. Because I had my arms around him. We were in a hug when he bit me. And I stupidly said, "What are you going to do now, sport?" Like, you could have headbutted me, anything, but that's the way it was written. I had to do it. And then I took it. Frankly, they were going to be squirting a lot of blood through that, and I didn't want to get messy and have to be cleaned up after every take. So I imagined that I was paralyzed or something at that point. I was in shock. That's what it was. I was in shock.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hi. Your character came in when the group was very split, and so you had screen time with a certain number of actors like Andrew Lincoln and Norman Reedus. If you could, either as for your character or for you as an actor, are there any other characters on The Walking Dead or actors that you would have liked to have interacted with and had more screen time with?
Carol. Love Carol. That last episode look at the flowers. That's amazing television. She really just did an amazing job in that. So yeah.
Campaigning for nominated for an Emmy for that.
That's like one of the strongest pieces of television I've ever seen. It's just extraordinary. It just really left a mark. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes, out of all your roles, which one did you get the most enjoyment from? China Beach, Buffy Season 6, or The Walking Dead?
Enjoyment?
Yeah.
China Beach was very special because we were doing something that at the time was really important, and we felt it was important. It was a part of the United States and people coming to grips with the fact that we'd been in that war and that we had mistreated the soldiers when they came home. And it was really part of the healing and the humanizing of that whole era. People who were involved, people who weren't involved, and it was really important to us. Sorry?
It's my favorite of all the stuff.
Thank you. Yeah, so that was very special. That was really part of my heart when I was moving. But these people made it so much fun. This was a lot of fun to do The Walking Dead.
You've been lucky. You've had a lot of great writers and a lot of great shows.
Yes, I have. You're absolutely right. Thank you.
It's so frustrating for China Beach not being able to be released on DVD for so long because of the music licensing issues. It's such a phenomenal show.
Yeah, and now it's finally out. They finally got all the licenses cleared. Now that the recording industry is in the toilet because everyone is downloading music for free. Don't do that.
So you now have a chance for another generation to go, hey, that's Joe.
There's some amazing music though. When you look at what's on those DVDs, it's extraordinary, and we forget. I forget. So. Yeah.
In that final scene, when the other member of your group was about to rape Carl, do you think that Joe's character was 100% okay with that, or do you think that he felt it was wrong to a certain degree, but he's just going to let that go?
I don't know what Joe thought, but I thought it was wrong. I think that Joe had to just go along with it. I think Joe was a lot smarter than the other guys in his group, and he was smart enough to know that they had to have, guys have to, Joe thinks that guys have to have an outlet. If they don't let it out there, they're going to let it out on each other, and then that endangers my life. So I have to put up with a certain amount of idiocy, and that was just sheer idiocy.
That was a lot of idiocy.
That was nasty. In the comic, he actually gets raped, though.
I didn't read it, but that's what I...
Yeah, that's what I heard, So,
Thank you.
thank you.
Have you been watching the show already, or did you become a fan once you got on?
I watched the first season, and then I got lost for a couple of seasons, and then came back and started watching it the fourth season.
So you haven't seen some of that still?
I still haven't seen the middle two.
Are you going to keep watching?
Oh yeah, the next season?
Yeah.
Yeah, probably, except it would be sad for them. I don't know.
We had Grandpa, he said he still watches.
Yeah. No, I think I'll probably watch it. It's good TV.
It's good, yeah, as long as it stays good.
Yeah.
Me too.
Yeah.
So when you first, can you tell us how you got on the show? And I'm also curious, did you know right away your whole arc would be off that season, or did
I went in on an audition. They called in, I don't know, 4 or 5 of us that, you see the same guys over and over again in audition rooms. They're like, oh yeah, you. Which one of us is going to get it this time, So I went in and read for it, and they didn't tell me anything about what was going to happen. And the first meeting I had with Greg Tyro, who was directing, he's like the special effects guy and one of the producers. I sat down with him and one of the writers, and they were going to talk to me about the role, and I said, I just want to know, am I going to survive? And they went, oh shit, And they looked at each other and said, yeah, we got to tell him. Yeah, no, sorry, dude, you're gone. And then it was just working up to how that was going to happen.
That's probably unique on that show for an actor to find out right away like that.
Yeah, well, I kind of pushed the issue. They were gonna just let it play out and not tell me until the fourth.
I don't know for telling you.
I made him tell me. And you know what? I wanted to know because it's too. It's like it's just too much pressure to not know.
So when you found out, how did you feel? And did that change over time?
Well, at first it made me very sad, and then then it was like, well, this is I got to do 4 episodes. That was brilliant. I could have just done 1, so 4 was good.
4 that made a big impact too. So have you thought personally then about what you would do yourself in this situation? If the world ended.
No, have you?
A little. I do a podcast about this stuff, so I think about it a lot.
I haven't thought about it at all. No, because who wants to? Why would you want to think about it? That's depressing, man. Why would someone else do it?
There's a whole convention of people right now thinking about just that.
Wow.
How many of you guys have thought about what you would do in the zombie apocalypse?
Told you.
Wow. No, I don't know. I didn't even think about my own life.
How do you do it?
I'm just working on staying in the moment,
Yeah. Well, I want to get into more of that, but
So speaking of depressing and auditions,
Yeah.
Variety has been asking people leading up to the Emmy nods, do you have any bad audition stories? Like everyone's had some audition that's gone horribly wrong. Do you
Oh
have
God, yeah. Well, one time I was auditioning for something and I knew the producer from the theater world, and I thought he was someone else that I knew from the theater world, and I congratulated him on his successful children's book, and they all looked at each other like, this guy's on drugs. That audition didn't go well. And thanks for asking. I feel better now, remembering that.
Speaking of embarrassing, one of the more recent roles you've had that just absolutely cracked me up. And then you're a very serious actor. I'm used to seeing you more like some vanity, these kind of very serious role. But to then show up as the landlord on New Girl, and to try to get a threesome going with Nick and Jess.
You know what I mean? I mean, those are good-looking people, man.
Well, that's a lot less scary than zombie apocalypse, for sure.
Now, I've thought about what I would do in that situation.
I think most of us watching that show thought the same thing.
what was it like doing that? I thought that was hilarious.
Was it real?
Yeah.
That was brilliant fun, man, because they just the producers are on set the whole time and they're writing stuff while they're sitting there. And, there's a thing called Video Village, which is around the video screen where they're watching what's happening on camera. And we would do the scene and before they would cut themselves, they would say, try it this way. You try it again, do it with this line. And you do the scene like 15 different ways. And it was so much fun because you just had to stay alive, and really go with the flow.
Do you do improvisational stuff?
Well, the way that I work is based on improvisation in that what you're really doing is everything is improvisational, except you're using the same words over and over again, but what's really happening is what's going on emotionally between two people. And so you're always improvising, and it's always, if you're doing it right, it's always fresh, it's always alive, it's always new. And we humans get stuck in automatic pilot so much of the time, how many times you go, how you doing? You say, I'm good, and then they say, no, how you doing? And it just keeps coming out because they're not really asking how you're doing. They're trying to work up to saying something real. So improvisation is just like, get the bullshit out of the way and you say something real, like you're really looking at me. You have your hand on your face, it's like, it's repetition, it's like what's really happening here.
that's a little scary to me because there's a part of me that thinks, oh, I want to go in knowing exactly what I'm going to do.
Yeah, but if you know exactly what you're going to do, then we're not going to be surprised. You know, there was a jazz critic, Leonard Feather, years ago, who used to write a lot about John Coltrane. He said that the perfect jazz solo is 50% you know where he's going to go and 50% you don't know where he's going to go. And the only way that a player can accomplish that is by not knowing where he's going to go either. You know, by throwing himself into the unknown. And the unknown is actually a much safer place than the known. Because we're humans, we're really built for like showing up and taking care of business and solving problems, which is another reason people love The Walking Dead, because people are put into impossible situations and survive and thrive, you know, but you gotta be, hopefully, yeah, well, some of us didn't quite make it. But, you know, people are put up against real impossible situations, and then the human spirit comes up, you know, and solves the problem.
So you're saying the acting is kind of a little bit of doing that in the moment?
Acting is completely doing that in the moment. You know, because if you're on stage, you've got a couple hundred people watching you, and if you screw up, you're like, you don't get to go back and take two. And if you're on, you know, if you're doing television, you've got a couple hundred people watching you, and it's costing a lot of money, you know, and if you're thinking about what someone else is thinking about you, then you're not alive. And, you know, what people want to see, what brings us to television or movies again and again, is people who are willing to be alive in front of the camera. You know, to be alive is to live in the unknown, regardless of what if we think we know what's going to, no one knows what's going to happen next, you know. I'm not going to say what I can do at this moment, but anyone can do anything at any moment, you know. It's always
I think Andy Lincoln's so good at that, just putting his heart out there.
Yeah. Yeah, he puts himself completely into it and then lives it out, you know.
So welcome to Inside the Actors Studio. Next question.
We all know that Norman's an animal lover. So when you did the scene, are you a cat person? Was that actually written for him because he's an animal person?
You have to ask Scott Gimple, you know, because I don't know. I just, they give me words, I say it.
That's what I was wondering. If that was improvised, if that was put in because he's an animal lover, he has a cat.
I don't know, but I love the line.
You got some good lines too. When men like us cooperate a little bit, the world becomes ours. I just had a lot of platitudes like that.
That was my least favorite line. I didn't like that
That's the only one I wrote down, but
line.
you had some good.
A little high.
Yeah. I wish I could remember some of the other ones though, because I remember just laughing at a few things that he said.
But then,
about
what
the
about
cats.
the cats? Are you a cat person, Daryl? I am. Loved them since I was 3. Vicious creatures.
Or there's nothing sadder than
And here's one thing I learned, this is the truth. Nothing sadder than an outdoor cat thinks he's an indoor cat. That's brilliant dialogue, man. That's cool.
Okay, I'm curious about your work in meditation, and it feels to me like a lot of the stuff we're talking about is related to that, being in the moment. And I'm wondering, and you said you used to be a different person. I have a feeling
I'm the same person. I was just really screwed up before, you know.
So how did you have a company or meditation?
I teach meditation.
Teach it.
Yeah.
How'd you come to that, and what does it do for you?
Well, I came to teaching meditation because it changed my life. You know, I mean, literally, just to change the way it felt to be me. You know, once you have something like that, and I just want to stay involved in it. I want to learn more about it, and you want to get away. Because, again, here we are in the actor studio. You know, it's about flow. You know, it's about staying in movement. It's about, you know, life is about being alive and growing and evolving and changing it. And the only way you can do that is by giving it yourself. And what meditation does is it gets you in touch with that part of yourself that isn't screwed up. Everyone's got a part inside that's not screwed up at all. It's never been touched by anything that's ever been done to them or anything they've ever touch with that part. That's the part that's in touch with life itself. And when life starts to come through you, and the screwed up parts start to get straightened out. You know, they start to get ironed out, and the stresses start to leave your body, and you start to be able to, live free.
It's awesome.
Yeah, it is. Thanks for that question.
Does anybody else have any more questions? All right, let's give a big hand for Jeff Code.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Hi, Tyro Man at WakaStalkerCon, and I'm talking to Mike and Evan from Obscura Antiques and Oddities. How you guys doing?
Good, thanks.
Cool. How's the convention been going for you so far?
It's going really well. We have this TV show called Oddities on the Science Channel. So a lot of people know us from our show. It really deals with the weirdest stuff we deal in: the medical, the scientific, the natural history, the odd, the bizarre, the obscure. So yeah, people kind of seem to like it.
What time is it on?
Our usual slot is Saturdays at 9. However, they show marathons. Also, if you have Netflix, season 4 should be on Netflix soon. The first 3 seasons are already on.
And where is the store located? Is it in New York City?
We're actually, we're located in New York City, 207 Avenue A, between 12th and 13th Street.
What's the oddest thing that has come into your store?
Well, we have a lovely medical mummification of a human head. And it was actually anatomized so that the face swings open like a door and you could see the inner structure of the head, all the sinuses. It was a very, very beautiful thing that we sold, and we regretted it until we got another one. And you can visit the other one when you get to the store.
So the store is kind of like a store/museum, would you say?
It has the feel of a museum. I mean, we deal antiques and oddities, so it's mostly old stuff, rare stuff, beautiful stuff, and people ask us on occasion if it is a museum, but it's not. Everything, or just about everything's for sale.
We do keep some items that are on the permanent collection, but then most of our stuff is for sale.
Now, so people come in and try to sell you things. Have anybody tried to pull one over, like if you're fake or something?
Oh yeah, I mean we get offered like fake shrunken heads.
Yeah, but we know the difference, so
can't
we don't make too many mistakes, I don't think.
Yeah, we've been at this very long, about over 22 years, and we've seen a lot of things. We kind of know our business, so.
What's the largest oddity in the?
What do you think the biggest is?
The largest thing?
Probably a zoo.
Yeah, well, it's a full-size anatomical model of a man, an écorché. He's flayed. It's paper mache, and it's in a large case. Looks like a phone booth, and he takes up a good chunk of the store. And he's a delightful company and quite rare.
We also have a wonderful two-headed cow or calf, 2 heads, 2 tails, 6 legs, right in the middle of the store. So.
That's pretty odd, right?
Oh yeah, it was born that way. It's a true, deformity.
Do you get a lot of skeptics coming to the shop that think like half the stuff is fake or something like that?
We get a lot of people who ask, "Is this real? Is this real?" It's
yeah,
real.
they think they know what they're talking about until they don't. That's all I'm gonna say.
So you have a website?
Yes, it's www.obscuraantiques.com. That's OBSCURAANTIQUES.com.
Now, do you guys travel a lot with conventions, or is this like the first one?
We're kind of new to this.
Yeah, we're babies.
Yeah, I think this is our 3rd or 4th so far, but so far so good. I mean, we're not really horror, but the horror crowd is our audience, and same thing with paranormal or tattoo. Again, it's not exactly what we do, but it works together. It is our audience, and they appreciate it. So.
Has anybody bought anything saying it's Bigfoot or anything like whack like that?
Not here, but people come in all the time.
Anybody bought? I didn't hear your question.
Oh, bring something in saying it's from Bigfoot or anything.
Bigfoot?
Yeah.
No, not yet.
Not yet?
We're waiting.
People make claims or stuff, but we know. They're like, oh, this is from here, and they have a fantastic story. They say, buy the item, not the story. Often the story is nonsense. They say, oh, my uncle had this, and blah, blah, blah. It's usually not true.
Yeah. What's the most whacked out story that?
I'm trying to remember. I mean,
We've heard so many.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, we're in an antique store. I remember one guy came in and he said, do you buy antiques? I said, yeah, we buy some antiques. He said, well, I have some 8-track cassettes. And we said, well, 8-tracks aren't that old. And he said, no, these are really old. These are from the 1970s. And I said, again, if I remember as a kid, it's not that old, and 8-tracks are not our kind of thing. And he was getting a little indignant that these were old and we should buy them. So we did not.
How about celebrities? Have any celebrities come to the store looking for something weird, or have you gotten stuff from celebrities that are like odd?
Oh, yeah, we have a decent celebrity clientele.
Yeah, we've been around for a little more than 2 decades,
Right.
in one form or another. So a lot of the eccentrics in the East Village and elsewhere have been coming into our shop since before they were celebrities. But none of them have really brought anything. I have to say, they've bought things, we don't have any strange celebrity finds.
Can you tell us some of the celebrities that have stopped by the shop at all? Or?
Stephen Colbert was in.
Oh, okay, cool.
Uma Thurman.
Amy Sedaris comes in.
David Sedaris.
Danny Elfman. Danny Elfman's been a customer for many years. It's actually a lot of people trying to think who trying to think. Chloe Sevigny.
Chloe Sevigny before she was that famous, although she was kind of famous. Paul Danilo, he's pretty famous.
Bridget Fonda, who's married to Danny Elfman, comes in. What's his name?
Yeah,
the director.
the guy was sitting in the chair.
Oh, Judd Hirsch.
Judd Hirsch. Yeah.
Darren Aronofsky, the director, used to come in. He used to live right near us, and then he used to be with Rachel Weisz, the actress. She used to come in. Now they're separated, but yeah.
Do you guys have a collection of your own at home? Or
Yeah,
something?
we both collect some weird things. So we have a collection at home, but everyone asks if it looks like the store. Not quite. We're not there yet.
Okay.
But a lot of stuff.
Is there some focus of your collection? Like, do you like?
Yes and no.
Like
It's eclectic, like the store is.
Okay,
it's
so
medical, it's
a bunch of
scientific,
medical, okay, so a
it's
lot of
natural
medical stuff.
history. It's the quirkier, stranger end of antiques.
Anything you'd like to share with our viewing audience about the store? Or any parting thoughts? Would you like to tell us about?
Come on down. Come see
Come
the
to
Dime
store.
Museum on Avenue A between 12th and 13th in New York's beautiful East Village.
Cool. Well, thank you very much for your time. Enjoy
Thank
the
you
rest of the
very much.
con. We appreciate it.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, a song about never saying never and never being told what you can or cannot do. This is one of us. Fighting, or when fighting got to me, I looked to find examples on the field of chivalry, and I saw mighty arms, much stronger than my arms could ever be. So I thought perhaps that field was not for me. But still I stayed and watched the fighting till one figure stood apart, in armor newly fashioned and a helm more pot than art. But each blow is thrown with honor and a lightness of the heart. So I took that step which soon became a start. 'Cause she was not the biggest fighter, nor one to raise a fuss, but I remember being proud that she was one of us. And we might never stand together in a shield wall side by side. Because of her I lift my sword with pride. She was ladylike and lively, not the type you would expect, with a braver heart than many and a slot shot to respect. And I guess she'd once decided this was where she'd like to be, and I thought if she could do it, why